At small forward, at center, Colin Saul. At point, Deshante Murray. At the other forward position, Marcus Aldridge. At the other guard position, Demar DeRozan. The head coach is the team's Greg Popovich.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Timberwolves. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. And it's Murray in at the one. And with the long season ahead, for the best teams, Chris, you get the feeling they wish the playoffs could start tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we see that with Golden State last year? It looked like they were a little bored during the season.
Right.
But what happens during the playoff season? That's why we call it two different seasons. But once you reach that elite level, Kevin, everything you do is geared toward winning a championship. Everything you do. And so that's why it's so fun watching the best of the best.
Golden State showed that, of course, last year. Now here's McCollum. His last outing, he had 24 points. Lillard from outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Pass to Gasol. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Aldridge. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities, and I think that was their Achilles heel.
And second chance points, it's another great indicator of which team won in the hustle department. And tonight, they didn't win that battle.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Lillard with no one around. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Lillard is so crafty. You better respect it. I love how he uses the picks. All he needs is just a little separation.
McCollum against DeRozan. Aldridge's screen. Jumper off the screen, and the jumper is good. Gay's got his first points in this one.
Oh, come on. You have to commend the way Gay sees the floor, especially how he sees available space off the picks and capitalizes.
Now here's Lillard. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers. And it's good, 2 points. Nurkic has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Gay kicks to Aldridge. Murray outside. Pass to Gay. Clock at 6. Shoots over Lillard. Gay misses.
You got to give the D credit there. Defected. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Feeds it to Nurkic. Over Gasol. And that one goes long. Spurs trail by 3. Goes up from the top of the key. Aldridge misses.
D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
Aminu. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, wow. Over time, Aminu has really developed his jumper. I mean, the defense has to do a better job of guarding.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. They get a hand on it. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Now DeRozan. Over McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Aldridge misses.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
McCollum dishes to Turner. And stolen by Gay. Here's Aldridge. Aminu grabs the miss.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
McCollum kicks to Aminu. Here's Nurkic. That one wide left.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here is Lillard. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5, and a wide open look for McCollum. Portland again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the more we see from McCollum in the NBA, the more his edge, Chris, comes out game after game. He is a fiery competitor.
Well, I love that McCollum will get right in the face of the opposition and talk right back. I mean, he backs up what he says with his game, so why not? It's rare to see a hard-nosed guy like McCollum play with such an edge.
Here's McCollum, following the score by Demar DeRozan. Faded away to create the space.
And McCollum, he's an exceptional shooter. He loves sticking it to the D when they're right in his face.
Murray outside. And there's the pass to DeRozan. Second chance shot. And no good that time. And it's Portland the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Now here's Murray. Aminu missing his last shot. And then Gay with the jam.
And Gay loves putting on the show when the time is right. The way he leaves the floor for these slams is just simply breathtaking.
And that was an Unleashed Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Now, here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shoots over DeRozan. McCollum, no good.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Outside. The feed now to DeRozan. Fades back. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's now only a 1-point Trailblazer lead. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Well, Portland, as a franchise, they seem to be in a tough spot. I mean, they've had some bad luck with draft picks, and at the same time, they've lost some free agents to other organizations. I mean, they're too talented to go full rebuild, not with their stars, but they're still missing a piece or two from really being a danger in the West come playoff time.
Entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Reese Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Nick Stauskas is checked in for Turner. And Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gasol. Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Mills in for Murray. Chris, for the Blazers, as you mentioned, you worry they'll continue to remain static in the West.
Yeah, I do, because they're too good to rebuild. And right now, you know, it seems like they're not an elite team and they're not a bad team. So how do you figure it out? And it reminds me a little bit of the Hawks about a decade ago. They were always a playoff threat, but never found that next stage. Hopefully the Blazers can shake things up to get them where they need to go.
C-Web, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game. The Kawhi Leonards, the Chris Pauls, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing it.
No good on that one.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. And he sinks the second. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
To the middle, here's Bertans, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Bertans. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth. got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
And Mills kicks to Walker. San Antonio getting another chance here. Here's Bertans. He's guarded by McCollum. There Tennis passes to Bellinelli. And the shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 4.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's McCollum. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
You got to appreciate the confidence in McCollum. He isn't scared of going down in the pinks amongst the trees.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So their focus, guys, is going to be on defense right away.
And that's always a good philosophy. Don't let an opponent get settled. Try to take them out of their game early.
Well, you know what, guys? One of the things that stand out to me is how well their team communicates on defense. I mean, they function as a unit. That's why defense is a weapon for them.
And Portland has possession, trailing by 2.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Now here is Pirtle. He's covered by Leonard. Now here's Mills. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here is Pirtle. T right on him. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Harkless kicks to Leonard. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. And he hits it to tie the game up. McCollum's got 6.
And McCollum has a perfect shooting form, a beautiful hierarchy shot that looks good every time he releases.
Stolen by McCollum. And here comes the break. Over Walker. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Harkless. And it's 8 points for C.J. McCollum.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive.
Pirtle the pass to Walker. Pirtle kicks to Bellinelli. Pirtle sets the pick for Bellinelli. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, and you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Now here's Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Stolen by Walker. Mills with it, and there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's foul number 2 for him. 6 seconds left to play in the first. Bellinelli for 3. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, you know, people are going to look to you first. You know, they're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, you know, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
You've got C.J. McCollum. Myers Leonard is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Curry. And it's Stauskas in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Curry. They set the pick to the inside. Stolen by Walker. Down low. Here's Pertinis. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Well, Kev, it could be. Take a great defensive play. Follow it up with a big-time dunk. That'll always get a team fired up.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Mills.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Stauskas, the pass to Leonard. Curry kicks to Stauskas. Just 4 to shoot. Leonard with a screen on Bellinelli. They get it back. They shoot again. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up with it.
You know, see, we've spoken before about the skills that were hardest for you to develop. What parts of your game were the easiest to strengthen and fine-tune?
Wow, that's a great question, Kev. I have to think about that. The easiest. Well, I would say for me it was whatever I was doing well in college, and so that was on the post, on the right block, stealing James Worthy's spin move. It was easier to get a little bit quicker in that because now I got to see him use it and do it to me. It was easier to have my jump shot start to get in the place that I wanted it to as a rookie. But why? Because I had one of the greatest shooters of all time, Chris Mullin, there to sit and practice with. And so when you have a great shooter and a mentor like him, it's easier because they explain it to you. And then not only do they explain how to do it, they show you through their work ethic. And so for me, it was pretty easy in those areas because I had a great mentor in Chris Mullin.
I love that story. Now here is Pirtle. He kicks it to Aldridge. They get the rebound. Over Aminu. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Curry. Aminu with a screen on Bellinelli. Curry. Portland no good that time either.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
Aldridge, the pass to Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Oh, man, the dunks that Gay flushes home are what he's best known for. A relentless athlete who just flat out gets it done.
Now here's Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Myers Leonard. And it's Turner in for Harkless. Then for the Spurs, Pau Gasol's checked in for Purdy. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. Count that one. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Pass to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Spurs trail by 3. Gabe kicks to DeRozan. Gasol a screen. DeRozan against Curry. Gasol setting the pick for DeRozan. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop. Still, though, should have went for something better than that.
A nice shot by Gasol.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Curry. Aminu with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Curry, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Gabe passes to Murray. Outside Gasol. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Lillard throws it down.
Turner has great awareness. He knows one of his guys is open. He gets the pass over to him quickly.
Murray against Lillard. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Over Aminu. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Does a good job just to get the shot off clean. Even if he can't knock it down, the fadeaway is really his only choice there.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, at this point of his career, Aminu knows who he is. An effective two-way player who likes being a glue guy.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
First free throw is good. One area that the Blazers struggled with last year was ball movement. They have a bad habit of going one-on-one too often.
Yeah, you might have to talk to the coach about that. The players fall into playing iso ball way too much. I mean, you know, in the NBA era, where passing and ball movement are king, the Blazers are falling behind, and it's costing them. They were last in the league in assists and second to last in total passes. And I just can't cut it.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
A free throw drop for DeRozan.
Last year was a season of up and down for the Blazers. I mean, when you think about it, they won their division title for just the 2nd time since 2000, 3rd overall in the West, but were blindsided by the Pelicans and swept in the first round.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And that first-round exit for the Blazers really overshadowed, Chris, the good they accomplished in the regular season.
And that's a shame because they had a fantastic year overall as a group. I mean, they had a late-season surge in March to secure the division and 3rd in the West. They don't necessarily have the talent of other teams. They're in a small market, but those are the breaks in the NBA. I'm sure this group will be out with a chip on their shoulder because of it.
And And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Aldridge.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
First free throw is good.
And when you look at DeRozan and how he's, transformed himself the last few years, he has become one of the more efficient scorers at a loaded shooting guard position. And some could argue he is one of the best guards in the entire league at this point of his career.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And with DeMar DeRozan, do you see him, Greg, potentially being an MVP's career?
I mean, I think he's headed in that direction already. When you look at how he's progressed each and every year, his team is always competitive in large part to what he does out on the floor. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was named MVP before it's all said and done.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Passes it to Gay. Aldridge's screen. Turner against Gay. Good work defensively by Turner. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Aminu misses.
He finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
Really left alone that time. And that's now 6 points for Aldridge.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Now, here's Nurkic. Gasol with the rebound. Spurs leading by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to stand your ground. Had his feet set, took the hit, and got the call. That is a rugged defensive play.
Portland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Lillard, the pass to Kerr. Screen by Nurkic. And Turner kicks to Nurkic. Here's Aminu. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
I mean, Kevin, look at that catch and shoot game of Aminu. He is excellent at realizing when to go right up with it.
Aldridge's screen. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Over Aminu. Gay against Turner. The 11-footer. Gay can't hit. Portland trailing here. Down low. Aminu misses.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Turner kicks to Aminu. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's the dish to Lillard. And the pass to Kerr. Lillard with it beyond the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Here's Turner. Gay with the block.
And Gay has put a ton of work into his defense over the years, specifically how he times blocking those shots.
For the Trailblazers, Nick Stauskas comes in for Evan Turner. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Seth Curry. San Antonio also making some changes. Davis Bertans comes in for Pau Gasol. And Walker subbed in for Rudy Gay. Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. Screen by Nurkic. Nurkic a screen on DeRozan. Stauskas. Portland no good that time either. San Antonio leading. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Pass to DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Murray outside. Pass to Aldridge. They need this one. And there it is for them. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just epic points.
Nurkic, a screen on Murray. That's a 2 from Lillard. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Aminu, the pass to Lillard. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. Terry Stotts, the head coach for the Blazers, he has earned the trust of this roster.
Yeah, if you talk to the players on his team, Kevin, they believe in the system that he runs. He is always willing to give players a chance to earn minutes, and is up front with them. Playing in the Stotts, you know that if you work hard and improve, he'll take notice and adjust the rotations accordingly.
Now, here's Lillard, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the 3, not one of them, ain't working.
Aldridge misses.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
It's deflected, and he gets it back, and he recovers it. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Bertans kicks to Murray. Aldridge a screen. Murray dishes to Walker. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Passes to Nurkic. Lillard with it. He's covered by Murray. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 14.
If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Here's Murray. Here's DeRozan. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, it's been a grinded-out game. What have you seen from your team so far?
Well, we're competing. You know, neither team's really shooting the ball that well, but both teams are playing hard.
Energy always leads to good results. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the 3. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell him stop shooting the 3. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Welcome back. Downtown Portland looking spectacular tonight from the air. Such a scenic location here in Oregon. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
Portland leading. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. Gay is the 3 with Aldridge at the 4. And it's Gasol in at the 5 down low. Now here's Nurkic From 6 away, count the basket. Nurkic has got the first basket of the second half here for the Trailblazers.
Now, the closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
DeRozan passes to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Lillard. Here's Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So he comes up empty at the line. Trailblazers leading by 4. Goes up on the high post. Again, the Trailblazers score.
I like how McCollum works in his in-between game. Finds a way to get involved from his spot.
They set the pick. Murray kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by Aminu. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Aldridge a screen. Murray the pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Lillard. No good off the front iron.
Well, look, his teammates are going to stop giving him the ball if he keeps taking shots like that.
McCollum no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half. And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Lillard from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
And you want to talk about high volumes. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Lets it go from 11. Nice D from DeRozan. And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business.
For San Antonio, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Reese Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. San Antonio also making some changes. Pirtle, he is checked in for Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Murray.
1 shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Gay.
Oh, well, Kevin, throughout his career, Gay has been an offensive force and mastermind in manipulating defenses.
Inside, here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here's Mills for 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Trailblazers leading by 8. And Turner kicks to Lillard. Back to Turner. They set the screen. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Offensive rebound. Here's Mills. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And checking out the numbers for Gasol. Last year, getting it done. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
That free throw missing.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line, and that's happened to them here in the second half.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And he sinks the second. Portland leading by 7. Lillard outside. A 3 from McCollum. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean dunk that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Yeah, fellas, he's a monster. He's never seen an offensive rebound he didn't think he could get to.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, make no mistake, Dame Lillard is this team's leader. I mean, he stepped right into the role after Aldridge left town. Even while Aldridge was in town, he was the leader. I mean, he has done a fantastic job leading the way on the floor and in the locker room.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Lillard. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Portland. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And with the attitude of me against the world approach that Lillard has, you can see it with the rest of the team.
I mean, teams follow the attitude of their leader. This Portland team always plays with an underdog perspective because of Lillard. Lillard has brought the team together closer by organizing barbecues, post-game group activities. I mean, he's the man.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And the pass to Gay. Shoots over Turner. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Gay.
And that's the level of concentration you can expect with Gay. Unfazed by the intense defense when he's going up with his shot.
Now here's McCollum. 15 points in the game. And he comes up with the deuce. McCollum's got 17 now.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Davis Bertans checks in for Pau Gasol. Portland leading by 11. Now McCollum, 17 points in the game. Kicks it to Leonard for the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists now tonight. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mills passes to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Bertans. Turner covering. To the paint. Leonard with the steal. Curry on the wing. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trail by 16. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Rudy Gay on the wing. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Gay's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, and if you were the defense, you have to be right in the jersey of Gay. A knockdown threat on the catch and shoot.
McCollum, no good.
I'm sure he'd say to himself, no excuse for missing that shot, even when it's such a clean look.
Pass to Mills. And here is Pirtle. It's tipped. The three from Bertans. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Turner off the drive. Rebounded by the Spurs. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Mills. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Mills has got 6.
I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
McCollum kicks to Leonard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Tries again. Leonard, the pass to McCollum. It's good. McCollum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Always got to keep an eye on McCollum. When he's sinking shots left and right, the D knows they're in trouble.
San Antonio calls timeout. You know the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Webb, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're shacking a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, she must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged. And this is rewarded.
Stauskas is checked in for Portland. Spurs also with the sub. Walker's checked in for Rudy Gay. Spurs trail by 14. And Mills kicks to Bertans. Here's the screen. The three-pointer, no good.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Slowly but surely, Mo Harkless has transformed into a legitimate floor stretcher with his shooting.
He used to shake your head when you would take threes early in his career. I mean, he shot 40% for the first time from deep last season, Harkless. I mean, that's something that's clicked over the shot, and this made Harkless a much more impactful forward.
Two shots.
That's good from Harkless. Harkless hits them both. And here's Mills. He has 6. He kicks it to Pirtle. Outside, Walker. Back to Pirtle. Now, here's Bellinelli. He's tightly guarded. Off the pick. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers leading by 16. Here's Stauskas. Leonard with the screen on Bellinelli. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Bertans passes to Mills. He feeds it to Pirtle. Kicks it to Bellinelli. Mills. And he banks in the layup. Bellinelli's got his second bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. Pass
to Leonard. The tray. Walker with the rebound.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
And you know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's McCollum after the basket by San Antonio.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation. You love it when the big fella shows off his ability from beyond the arc.
There's a good screen. And Curry, here we go. Here's Stauskas. Bellinelli is covering. Leonard draws the double. Pirtle with the steal. Walker the pass to Pirtle. Dishes to Bellinelli. Back to Pirtle. Spurs working the ball around now. And Bellinelli kicks to Pirtle. And he uses the glass on the layup.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
McCollum dishes to Stauskas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Leonard. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Curry. Then for the Spurs, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Pirtle. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. And both free throws good for Stauskas.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Back to Murray. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Murray. And so Murray nails both of them. Trailblazers leading by 7. There's 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. McCollum outside. Connects from 3-point range. McCollum's got 11 points here in just the 2nd half.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2 for 1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help you.
Now here's Murray. Out to the right wing. And here's Walker outside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Nurkic a screen on Murray. McCollum. Walker with some nice D. It'll count. That one, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 7. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, good job defensively. Good job on dropping on the rolls. Keep rebounding. Don't lose men in transition.
Terry praising his guys, GA, bringing it on the defensive end.
And they've done just that so far. They just have to be able to continue with that mindset.
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Stauskas. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Aminu misses.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done. That athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the chip.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. Goes back up. Aminu misses.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. The fader. Portland no good that time either. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Murray. Pass to Gay. Over McCollum. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. For Murray. They get it back. Aminu with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
He's so solid and anticipating where misses are going. Aminu, he's crafty when it comes to crashing the glass.
Aldridge, the pass to Murray. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 3 assists now in this one. Murray against Lillard. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Nurkic. Lillard against Murray. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Portland with the ball. Aminu dishes to Nurkic. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. And he gets the bucket. McCollum's got 13 points in the second half.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And they have to. I mean, this isn't the time in the game to be careful. This is the time to attack.
Nurkic against Gay. Here's McCollum. 3-pointer Lillard bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 22 points.
Yeah, Kevin, great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Now here's Gay. The pass to Aldridge. Gasol screen, fades and shoots, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Aldridge.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
It's good.
I'd like to see Aminu do more of this, Kevin. I mean, he has the touch to be effective inside.
Murray outside. Pass to Aldridge. Tipped away. Gasol, a screen on Lillard. Murray off the left rim and out. Portland leading by 7. Now here's Aminu. Lillard attacking. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. McCollum against DeRozan. Aldridge a screen. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Lillard. Here's Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. Then on Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at that Lakers matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
They throw good, Murray. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And with Jusuf Nurkic, the Bosnian center, he's so aggressive on the floor, he can be a fantastic player.
And fans always want more from Nurkic. I mean, they see the flashes of what he can do when he's active and aggressive. Nurkic himself knows that this is a case with him, and it's something he's trying to iron out.
Now, here's Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. McCollum trying to get open. Offensive rebound. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Gay. Kept alive. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
One shot, gentlemen.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He was pretty clear-cut to them. He said, look, we need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not.
Thank you, David. Stolen by McCollum. Tries again, and Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Now, here's Nurkic, and the shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Gay. Outside DeRozan. He kicks it to Aldridge. Over McCollum. And it's Aldridge missing. Trailblazers leading by 5. McCollum outside. Rebound San Antonio. DeRozan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Aldridge. San Antonio again missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Aminu. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Aminu. Curry's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Two free throws for Aminu. Spurs trail by 7. Murray outside. Inside. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Lillard. Screen by Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to Curry. Here's Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Rocket 2. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
Left side, DeRozan. And it's San Antonio with another.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the 4th.
Gasol with the steal. DeRozan against Curry. DeRozan's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 3. Nurkic can't hit. Outside Aldridge. To the middle. Here's DeRozan. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And that's now 27 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. To the paint. And the dunk by DeRozan. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, and no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Lillard against Murray. Aminu with a screen on Murray. Here's Lillard. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
The first one falls. Chris, I don't think Damian Lillard will ever be accused of lacking confidence. He'll tell you about how great he is all the time.
And that isn't a knock. I mean, all top NBA players need to believe that. Lillard has said he feels he deserves to be all NBA. Sometimes it just feels like he's looking to be disrespected, and just so he can use it as motivation during the season.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Lillard against Murray. Here's Aldridge, and the Spurs scoring again.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Portland trailing here. Lillard outside. And Turner kicks to Nurkic. Lillard fires away from way outside. Lillard again missing.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, Nothing's dropping.
Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. There's a screen. Here's Nurkic. Some solid defense from Gasol.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind, he's reason number one there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Demar DeRozan.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Nurkic. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Spurs leading by 5. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lillard against Murray. Fires from 14, and that's an air ball. Not even close. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Over Aminu. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Fruitful possession. Just doing what they can to extend the lead.
And that's what you have to do. Stay in the moment. Keep grinding.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Kicks it to Curry. Will it go? The shot off that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. To the middle. Turner with the steal. Fires. High post. That one off the back iron and out. Spurs leading by 7. Murray outside. Inside. It's stolen by Aminu. Murray against Lillard. A shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. Gay kicks to Murray. Here's Aldridge. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Curry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Seth Curry at the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
To the middle, here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deeper hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Yeah, easy call.
For Trailblazers, Damian Lillard. Taking 2 shots.
Shots. Relax on the first.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 7.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
Pass to Aldridge. Over Aminu, and it's San Antonio with another.
Timeout.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 9. 29 seconds left in the game. .29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's Curry outside. Bellinelli pulls it in. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Here's Turner. Misses the shot. And so it's San Antonio with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Demar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We focus in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, Demar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.